Some doubted when the announcement would drop. I myself was very uncertain, but the official confirmation, indirectly albeit, is in fact here for Overwatch 2. As we know, Overwatch 2 is going to be the focus of the Overwatch League's 2022 season, and we now have the start date for that season, that being May 5th of this year. A little bit further back than some may have expected, but based on the information contained within this announcement, we do have a lot of bits of information that do let us know it is in fact going to be Overwatch 2. It'd be kind of crazy if it wasn't, but just in case you were skeptical, here is the news. Let's dive into the tweets that we have, the schedule that shows up how we're going to be getting started, and of course, a video from the dev team behind Overwatch 2 that's going to give us a lot of solid information. Right off top, we can take a look at the announcement post, which gives us the full details on the format, rules, and prize pool for the season. It mentions not just once, but at several points the new 5v5 format, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a new format for Overwatch 2 in comparison to the 6v6 we're used to, which isn't mentioned in the post by name, but it's clearly being described by bits like that. They also allude to an exciting new game mode, which is likely Push, which we've also gotten to see all way back in May of last year, just in case you forgot. There is a solid $1 million prize pool for both the mid-season and post-season tournaments, and the second and fourth tournaments are intended to be live events, conditions permitting. Given similar upcoming events have already had their live portions canceled within the world of esports, it's probably for the best that they're prepared to pull back. We've got our schedule for the opening weekend and our teams, with Thursday, May 5th, bringing us the LA Gladiators up against the New York Excelsior for our first match. We also got Paris Eternal versus SF Shock and Atlanta Reign versus Florida Mayhem. That, of course, brings us to our video update, which, like I mentioned, goes into further detail about the plans, but of course there's a lot of details still forthcoming that we're gonna have to keep our eyes out for. This absolutely sets the stage for what we can expect out of the format, out of the structure, and out of the exciting twists and turns that are no doubt ahead for the season.
Teams will be playing 24 matches throughout the season, which actually rounds out to some nice round robins this year.
Yeah, the regional split, I think, at first looks kind of ugly in terms of the numbers, but when you look at the season as a whole, it actually works out pretty well. So that allows us to do all of the teams in the West, they'll play each other twice throughout the year, and in the East, every team will play each other each tournament.
We are excited to announce that we will have 4 tournaments this year. Some regional, some global.
The first tournament of the year, which is the Kickoff Clash, and the third tournament of the year, that's the Summer Showdown, those will be regional events. So one tournament in the West, one tournament in the East, and the mid-season madness and the playoffs, we're going to keep those international.
Overall, Overwatch fans have a lot to look forward to. While the start date may not be what everyone was predicting, and we've only been able to guess so far, it's not too far away at all. Only a few more months, further than some were hoping, but as long as it's set in stone, we know how much longer we have to endure. Hopefully, just enough time for Overwatch 2 fans to get their hands on this game, and plenty of time for the pros to get prepped, get ready, and be in full form to show down as phenomenally as we know they can. So, it's back to the waiting game. Gaming fans have been doing a lot of waiting in recent months, but like I said, there's a concrete end date for it all. There's an upper limit to how far away Overwatch 2 can be in terms of us getting to play it, and the pros we know and love getting to show off the upper limits of talent, proficiency, and skill, and really demonstrate everything that Overwatch 2 is going to be capable of. I, for one, am very, very excited, but I want to hear from you folks out there as well. How hyped are you for Overwatch 2? Are you excited to dig into things? Do you think we'll be getting it sooner rather than later when it comes to the public player side of things, or do you think we'll be waiting until right up against that May 5th end date before we actually get to play? One way or another, as soon as we hear more about Overwatch 2, about the Overwatch League, about the teams, about the players, about whatever you folks are interested in, I'll be back with yet another video. But for right now, that's all I've got for you. So thank you for joining once again. That's all for today, but I will see you again in the next video. Take care.